on Sunday, this Sunday. 9 o'clock is power, 10:30 is restore. So I'd love to have you. And then let's see. There's a workshop coming up on, actually, I think that's already passed, the 23rd. I'm like, whoops, sorry. Let's see. There is another workshop coming up on this Saturday, the 28th. It's called Radical Rest. It's with Jenny, and it's $25 per person, 1 to 3 p.m. There's flyers out on the desk if you want to take one. And then my breathwork thing, it's called Frequency, Breathwork and Sound, is not this weekend, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, the 4th of June, I believe. It's 7 to 8:30, $25. Love to have you. Okay, friends, any questions, comments, concerns before we start? Shall we just practice? Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get started just in a comfortable seated position. So maybe easy pose, maybe ankles crossed, maybe kneeling. So whatever just feels best in your body. And then if it feels good, you can wiggle around a little. So maybe just stretch, feel into your physical body, and then eventually settle into your seated meditation. So as you are ready, just sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes and be intentional with where and how you place your hands. And give yourself these first couple moments to just fully arrive in this space. So whatever's going on in your life outside these walls, for now, let go of it. And just feel the ground under your sit bones. Feel the air on your skin. Notice sounds, maybe even notice smells. And then notice your inner world. So notice how your body feels on the inside, physical sensations that are there, energetic sensations that are there, and emotions that you might be holding. So we're not trying to change or fix or control, we're just noticing. And then start to notice the rise and fall of your breath. The expansion and contraction. Next time you breathe in, very intentionally, fill up as big as you can. And see if you can even sit up taller, take up more space. So feel this fullness, this spaciousness inside of you. And then big open mouth sigh, let it go. Good, couple more rounds just like that. So inhale, fill up. Take that pause in fullness, maybe even sip in a little bit extra, get taller, take up more space. And when you're ready, big sigh, all the way to emptiness. One more time. So biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Take a moment to pause, to feel this breath inside of you. Let it circulate around inside. And then as you are ready, big sigh, release, let it go. Nice job, friends. Seal your lips now. Begin to cultivate Ujjayi Breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. Start to create that whisper noise with your breath, that oceanic sound. See if you can feel your breath move all the way down from your diaphragm. So yes, it is through your nose, but it's not a shallow nostril breath. You hardly even hear it as it moves through your nose. You hear your breath as it moves through your throat. It's almost like a Darth Vader breath. So give yourself a moment to just drop into your own internal rhythm. As you feel ready, no rush, take this breath with you. Come forward to hands and knees. And like we most always do in my class, just start exploring your physical body. So intuitive movement, cat-cows, hip circles, child's pose, anything that calls to you. I would invite you to keep your eyes closed, at least for this first little bit, and see if you can go more by feeling. So less thinking your way through, more feeling from the inside. So notice how your spine feels. Notice how your front body, back body, side bodies feel. And then keep the awareness of your breath, slow, steady, spacious. Good. No right or wrong. So absolutely anything goes from the position of your hands and your knees. Get as creative, as intuitive as you would like, just feeling into your own body today. As you feel complete with this movement, I would say your next 3, 4, 5 breaths, start transitioning back to downward facing dog. No rush. Good job, my friends. Once you're back in your down dog, keep your exploration going. So pedal out your heels, shift your weight around, shake your head yes or no. Maybe bring your hands out a little bit wider and just see how that feels. Maybe bring your feet out a little bit wider, see how that feels. Maybe bend your knees a lot. So anything that feels right in your body, just explore your down dog. So rather than doing what you always do, just tuning out, going into your down dog and just tuning out, go into your down dog and tune in. See how can you adjust to be more efficient, more skillful in your body today. And then check back in with your breath. Is it still big, spacious, or did you lose it? So use your breath to hold and support you. Your inhales create a sense of buoyancy, lightness. Your exhales connect you to your center, to your intrinsic strength. So at the end of each exhale, see if you can feel your belly button draw in and up towards your spine and feel that connection to your center. Feel that lift that comes from your center. Very nice poses, everybody. You guys look great. Take one more great, big, huge inhale and see if you can lift your butt just a little bit higher as you push the ground away. Exhale, gaze forward, step, tiptoe, or light hop, top of your yoga mat, forward fold. Once you have arrived, just hang out for a moment. I would say feet about hips width distance apart, or maybe a little wider for this first one. Grab opposite elbows for Ragdoll. So just kind of let your upper body sway side to side or bob a little bit up and down. Imagine that you've got a rope attached to your belly button. It's pulling straight up towards the ceiling, and you're just like a rag doll. You're dangling. So let your head be heavy. Your neck is relaxed. Sway side to side. Yeah, shake your head yes or no. See if you can feel your breath. Visualize it moving all the way up your spine, all the way down the backs of your legs. Washing over you. It's creating space inside of you. Take one more round. Next time you breathe in, find your halfway lift position. So spine parallel to the ground. Get all the rounding out of your back. Exhale, bow, and fold. Do that once more, halfway lift. So stick your butt out behind you. Reach the top of your head forward, back of your neck nice and long. Exhale, fold, let it go. This time, come through your halfway lift, rise all the way up. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Flow with your breath for just a moment. Inhale, high mountain, reach up and stretch. Exhale, slow swan dive. So see if you can follow your exhale down. No rush, stretching out your spine. Yes. Breathe in, halfway lift position, Ardha Uttanasana. So fill up with breath and lengthen. Exhale, fold, empty all the way out. Find that navel to spine connection at the end of your exhale. From that place, reverse swan dive, rise. Inhale, stretch tall. Nice reach. Exhale, hands to your heart. One more round like that. Make it a meditation in motion. Inhale, high mountain. So you can take the entire length of your exhale to swan dive down. So heart forward, butt back, and then release. Uttanasana. Beautiful, Christine. With your inhalation, Ardha Uttanasana. So how much length can you create? Beautiful, nice. CC, exhale, bow, and fold. Press into your feet, lead with your heart, reverse swan dive. Inhale, stretch tall, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice, Nicholas. All right, inhale, take your arms to the sky. And then let's add a little side body stretch. Grab your left wrist with your right hand, left palm faces the right side of the room, and then upper body goes right, hips go left. So think of a crescent moon shape, more weight in your left foot. And if you want, you can even reach your right tiptoes out to the right. Keep your left shoulder plugged into the socket. So pull it back and down, and then gently tug with your right arm. So as you pull with your right arm, resist with your left. If you were to let go right now, your left arm would slingshot out. Take one more breath. Reach as far as you can. Inhale back to center, both feet on the ground. Switch your grip. So grab your right wrist, right palm faces towards the windows, and then other side, up and over. So initiate the stretch from your lower body. If you just do upper body, there's really not much mobility. So make it come from your hips first. More weight in your right foot. Stay rooted through the inner edge of your right foot. Breathe into your right waistline, your right ribs. So the space in between your ribs. See if you can increase that space just by breathing bigger. Nice, Eileen. One more round. Gently tug with your left arm. Inhale, come back to center. And as you exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. And then if you want more intensity, press your palms together, steeple your index fingers. Try not to lock out your elbows, and then squeeze your elbows towards one another. If it's available to you, start to reach your hands back, and then maybe add a little back bend. So heart lifts up as your knuckles reach down. Press your hips gently forward, hug in with your inner thighs like you're squeezing an invisible yoga block. Take one more huge inhale into the front of your heart, front of your shoulders. Keep your clasp, hinge at your hips, lead with your heart. Take it all the way down. So forward fold with your fingers interlace. Hang out here for about 2 or 3 rounds. So try to relax your neck, let your head be heavy. If it's helpful, bend your knees more or take your feet out wider. Lift your sit bones higher. So feel that navel to spine connection and lift your butt up towards the sky. See if you can lift your knuckles higher, possibly even start to reach them forward. Try not to lock out your elbows. So feel for yourself a little bend in your own elbows. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, hands to low back, and then release your clasp. Nice and easy. Let your arms hang down. Maybe you give them a nice little shake out. With your next inhalation, find your halfway lift position. So realign your spine. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back to plank pose, pause. So top of a push-up. Spread your fingers really wide, push the ground away, breathe into your back body, and start to take little baby rocks forward and back. So just like you're sawing through wood with your body, it's just an inch or so of movement. Keep breathing into your back body, keep pushing the ground away so your arms are strong, your belly is strong. Next time you inhale, find that little rock forward, so on your tippy toes or come to your knees if you want to modify. Exhale, lower just halfway down. So strong arms, don't let your shoulders roll forward, don't let your belly drop. Inhale, push up, high plank. Do that one more time. Exhale, little rock forward, lower halfway. Hold until you're empty in your breath, and then inhale to push back up. Yeah, slow as you can go. Exhale all the way to your belly, nice and easy. Good work. Spider-Man Cobra. So bring your hands out nice and wide. Lift to your fingertips. Elbows face the sky. Inhale, lift your heart. And then as you exhale, twist to your right. Dip your left shoulder down. Inhale, back to center. Lift your heart. Tone your belly. Press through your pelvis and your shoelaces. Other side. Exhale, twist. Go ahead and move one more time to each side with your own breath. Just feeling into your shoulders, feeling into your front body, back body, side body. Stay rooted through your lower body, pelvis and shoelaces ground down. Eventually, an inhale brings you back to center, no rush. You can hold for as long as you want. And then however you want to transition, downward facing dog. Good job. Once you are back in down dog, give yourself about 5 rounds of breath. So feel free, move around, explore, or just be still. Maybe feel into those little tiny micro movements. So the ones I can't see if I'm looking at you, but you feel them on the inside. So what if you pressed into your fingertips a little bit more, especially your thumbs and your index? What if you externally rotated your shoulders out away from your ears a little more? Notice, are your shoulders plugged into the sockets? Are they strong or are they hyperextending? So can you feel strength there, or can you just feel that stretch, maybe of tendons and ligaments? So get curious, stay curious. Even if you've been in down dogs thousands of times, feel into it right here, right now. Breathe into it. Take one more great big inhale and see if you can lift higher, create more space inside. So butt super high, spine super long. Exhale, look forward, step or float forward, fold top of your yoga mat. Once you've arrived, find your halfway lift position. Inhale and exhale, bow, let it go, empty out, navel to spine connection. So from that place, reverse swan dive. Inhale, stretch your arms up, all the way up, big stretch. And hands to your heart, exhale. All right, inhale, take your arms to the sky. Exhale, chair plane. So bend your knees and swing your arms back. So rather than rounding your spine and looking down at the ground, think of a cobra in your chest. So shoulder blades squeeze your spine, shoulders roll back and down, palms face each other or palms face the ground. Bend your elbows and imagine your elbows are magnetized behind your back. So try to squeeze them towards each other. Now stay connected to your center, navel to spine. Stay where you're at, or balance challenge. Rock forward onto your tiptoes. Lift your heels up high, drinking bird. Nice, Makai. So now if you're on your tiptoes, you might be able to bend your knees a little more, get a little lower in your legs. Take one more deep breath. Very nice. As you inhale, everybody set your heels down, arcing Tadasana. So rise up, open up, cactus your arms, squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades. And then exhale, I like to bring my prayer hands to my third eye, slow swan dive, all the way down. As you inhale, find your halfway lift position. And then exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa however you would like. So you can add push-ups if you want. You can skip it completely if you'd rather. You can substitute cat-cow. So basically, however you want to find your way back to down dog. Good. Ujjayi breath. So reconnect. Next time you inhale, right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Nice work. So for this one, hips are square, inner thighs face each other. I don't care so much how high your right leg goes. I don't care at all how high your right leg goes, but I do care that there's strength and power in your right leg, even in your right foot, even in your right toes. So as you press down through your fingertips, hug in with your inner thighs, and then make your right leg long, strong, powerful. Take one more big inhale. See if you can lift through your belly button like there's an invisible rope pulling up, tugging back. Exhale, right knee to your nose. So scoop out your belly, round your spine. Stay here as you breathe in, push the ground away. Shoulders over wrists on your back, tippy toes. And then exhale, step your right foot through low lunge. Rise up to your crescent lunge in your own time. So front knee over front ankle, high on the ball of your back foot. Nice, Sydney. And then settle in. So your stability comes by hugging towards midline. So front hip pulls back hip pulls forward. We're not going for just flexibility. We're going for a balance, stability with flexibility. So find your stability, plug in. Front hip back hip forward, low belly tones, heart lifts. Maybe spread your fingers and reach actively through your fingertips like you want to touch the sky. Take one more big inhale. As you exhale, we'll twist to the right. So left arm forward, right arm back, bend your back knee to a hover. So back knee is hovering. If you want to modify, back knee can come down gently. If you've got your back knee hovering, imagine you're trying to pull your back thigh forward towards me. Twist from your center, from your belly button. And as you exhale, you might even gaze back over your right fingertips, little balance challenge. Take one more deep breath so you can get a little lower in your legs and twist a little further. Good work. Inhale, warrior two. So you're gonna reach your right arm forward, left arm back, and pivot your back heel down. Yes, very nice. Take a moment to settle in. So if you wanna look down at your feet, adjust if you need to. Right toes face forward, left toes face towards the windows. Front heel intersects your back arch. Nice, Nicholas. Make sure your front knee isn't falling in, but it's tracking open towards your pinky toe. Next time you inhale, legs stay the same, but reach forward like you want to touch the front wall. Then tip it over, side angle, right hand towards the ground, left arm towards the sky. Or if you'd like, left arm might reach forward towards the front wall, lengthen your left side. Maybe a half bind or a full bind if it's in your practice and you feel like going there. Keep wrapping your right butt cheek. Yeah, keep your back foot rooted. So outer edges of both feet are pressing down. Imagine you're trying to let your heart look up at the sky. Take 2 more rounds, your fullest expression in this moment. Beautiful poses, my friends. All right, from the press of your feet, next time you inhale, rise up, reach both arms straight up, straighten your front leg, and parallel your feet. So all 10 toes face towards the windows. Take just a moment, find lots of length in your spine, press down through your feet. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, just swan dive down. So heart forward, butt back, and then let it go at the bottom. Wide-legged forward fold, anywhere you want to take it for about 5 rounds of breath. So you can either work your wide-legged fold or explore. Maybe you want to play with headstand. Maybe you want to play with a twist, Skandasana. Lots of options. Wherever you choose to be, make sure your breath is right there with you. Make sure your awareness is right there with you. So you haven't gone somewhere else. You're still here. You're still on your mat. You're still in your body. Notice, feel, observe. Last couple of rounds. You're welcome to take a couple open mouth sighs if that would feel nice. Good work, my friends. Next time you in, halfway lift position with your fingertips on the ground. So if you need to, bend your knees and then crawl your hands to the top of your yoga mat. Rotate your toes to face forward. Listen here, standing split. So right foot roots, left leg floats up. It's just like a one-legged forward fold. So let your neck relax. Forehead towards shin, nose toward knee, navel towards spine. If you want, you can play. So maybe right arm wraps behind right leg. Maybe you want to play with some handstand hops. Anywhere you would like to go, take about 2 or 3 more breaths. If you're holding standing splits, rather than gazing forward, just let your neck relax so you're not straining through your neck or your face. You can hug in with your right inner thigh and then lift your left leg just a tiny bit higher. Take one more great big inhale. Everybody, left leg super high. Now listen, as you exhale, left knee to your nose. So bend both knees and curl into a little ball round your spine. Inhale, re-extend your left leg up, standing splits. And then exhale, set your left foot at the back of your mat, low lunge. 3-legged down dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky. And then you can go straight to down dog with your exhale or rock it forward, your variation of plank to chaturanga, lower down. Inhale, peel your heart open. Back bend of your choice. And then when you're ready, downward facing dog, take it back. Reconnect to your breath. Recalibrate, slow, steady, intentional. Next inhalation, left leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Good, nice, Eileen. So I don't care about height. I care about strength, power in your left leg. So if I came over to you and tried to press your left leg down, it wouldn't even move. It's so strong. As you press up and back with your left foot, press forward and down through your hands, through your fingers, and then lift from your center. Feel that connection to center. Now make your breath move into every single little space inside of you. Maybe you just visualize it. So this pose, get everything you can out of it. One more great big inhale. As you exhale, left knee to your nose. So round your spine, scoop out your belly. Stay here as you breathe in. Push the ground away. See if you can lift higher through your waistline. As you exhale, softly, left foot steps through. And then crescent lunge as you're ready. Rise up. Nice, Luke. So front knee over front ankle. Hips are completely square. Left hip pulls back. Right hip pulls forward. So it's like you're plugging your femur bones into your hip sockets. Nice, Makai. Tone through your low belly. So for me, when I tone my low belly, everything kind of changes. So feel those little tiny adjustments make a huge difference. A little tone of your low abdominals, it's your transverse, it's supporting your low back. So we always want to feel that in almost every pose we do. Heart lifts, reach through your fingertips like there's energy shooting out of your fingertips. Maybe even take your gaze up. One more big inhale. As you exhale, we've got our turbo twist towards the window. So right arm forward, left arm back, back knee bends to a hover. As your back knee hovers, imagine you want to pull your back thigh forward, like you're dragging it forward. At the same time, pull your front hip back. Squeeze your inner thighs, and then breathe down into your belly. As you exhale, see if you can work your twist. If you want to challenge, gaze back over your left fingertips. Nice work, friends. One more round, twist further. Maybe get a little deeper in your legs. Inhale, warrior two. So opposite side of the room, open up, right arm back, left arm forward, back heel pivots down. You want to look down at your feet, readjust if you need to, feel free. So left toes face forward, right toes directly to the right. Make sure your left knee isn't falling in, but it's tracking open towards your pinky toe. Beautiful poses, you guys. Legs stay the same. Next inhale, reach forward like you want to touch the front wall. See if you can even slide your rib cage and then tip it over, side angle. The left hand towards the ground, right arm towards the sky, or any variation you would like to take on this side. Try to stay open. So hips are open, heart is open, shoulders are open. Back foot, the outer edge of your back foot is rooted. The outer edge of your front foot is rooted. Your front knee is tracking towards your pinky toe. Your left butt cheek is wrapping underneath you. 2 more rounds, your fullest expression. Nice work, friends. Good, Marriott. From your feet, from the press of your feet, next inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Both arms to the sky, straighten your front leg. Pivot your toes to face the right side of the room. Let's take one more inhale. Get even taller, lengthen as you root down through your feet. And on an exhalation, take your dive down. Wide-legged forward fold. About 5 rounds of breath. Anywhere you would like to go on this side. Any exploration you would like to take. So just notice. Feel, observe. Good, Karen. If all you do is simply close your eyes, breathe, and feel your body, that's perfect. So it doesn't have to be anything fancy. As long as you stay on your mat, you stay in your body, you stay with your breath. That's all this practice is about. Just being present, paying attention to this moment. Take your last couple of rounds. With your next inhale, halfway lift, fingertips on the ground, bend your knees if necessary. And then exhale, crawl your hands to the top of your yoga mat, rotate your toes forward, you're back in a low lunge. From your low lunge, standing splits. Left foot roots, right leg floats up, just like a one-legged forward fold. So don't psych yourself out with the name. I do not care how high your right leg goes. I do care about energy running all the way up into your right toes. Find that connection to center, navel to spine. Wherever you want to go, play or stay and breathe. 2 or 3 rounds. So the more you can learn to hold yourself with that strength in your center, the less it's going to feel like all of the weight is in your left leg and your left leg is so tired, it's burning. See if you can figure out how to disperse your weight throughout your body, be more efficient. One more big inhale, right leg lifts super high. Exhale, tiny little ball with your right foot lifted. So curl in Knee to your nose, round your spine. Inhale, re-extend your right leg up, standing splits. And then ever so slowly, exhale, step your right foot to the back of your mat, back to your low lunge. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Take your left leg all the way back and up. Straight to down dog if you want, or exhale, rock forward, your variation of plank to chaturanga. Yes, beautiful. Heart lifts as you breathe in. You can stay for an extra breath or two if you want. Nice reach, and then down dog as you're ready. All right, take a moment. Slow, steady breaths. Just noticing, feeling, and observing. We will now move through that entire sequence a couple more times. One breath, one movement. It doesn't mean we speed through it without awareness and intention. It means we go slow with our big, deep breaths, moving intentionally, even transitioning intentionally. If at any time you want to stop, take a little break, or move on your own, always that is fine with me. This is your practice. So think of all of my cues as invitations. If you are coming with me, take one more inhale into your down dog, hips super high, push the ground away. Exhale, gaze to the top of your yoga mat, step or float, forward fold. Once you've arrived, halfway lift position, inhale. Exhale, bow, let it go. Root through your feet, lead with your heart, rise. Inhale, arms to the sky, maybe gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, here we go. Inhale, high mountain, reach and stretch. Share plane or drinking bird as you exhale. So swing your arms back, bend your knees, maybe lift to your tiptoes. As you inhale, heels on the ground, arcing Tadasana. So rise up, cactus your arms, bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze. And then exhale, prayer hands at your third eye. If you would like, slow swan dive down, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift, spine parallel to the ground. And exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. So try to keep that exhale going as you lower. Inhale, lift your heart, shoulders down and back. Beautiful. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, inhale your right leg to the sky, strong, powerful. Now use your core softly. Exhale your right foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, slowly rise, strong through your legs, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, turbo twist, left arm forward, right arm back, back knee bends to a hover. Inhale, warrior two, facing the windows, right arm forward, left arm back, back heel pivots down, settle in. Exhale, reach forward, tip it over, side angle. Empty all the way out in your breath. Inhale, rise up, reach up, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Exhale, swan dive down, empty all the way out, crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, low lunge. Inhale, standing splits, float your left leg high, spread your toes. Exhale, left knee to your nose, round, curl in. Inhale, either re-extend or play with the handstand hop just for fun. Exhale, step your left foot back. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg high. And straight to down dog, or exhale, come forward, chaturanga. Nice side lean, lift your heart, breathe in, keep your shoulders back and down. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, everybody, inhale your left leg to the sky. Now use your core strength as soft as you can. Exhale, left foot forward, low lunge. Rise up slowly, crescent lunge, strong through your legs. Maybe lift your gaze, gaze up. Exhale, turbo twist. Right arm forward, left arm back. Bend your back knee to a hover. Good CC. Inhale, warrior two. Opposite side of the room, open up. Left arm forward, right arm back. Exhale, side angle. Reach forward, tip it over. Empty all the way out, navel to spine. Press into your feet. Inhale, rise. Both arms to the sky. Straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Exhale, swan dive down. So empty out, crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky, navel to spine. Halfway lift as you breathe in, fingertips down. Exhale, walk your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, low lunge. Standing splits with your in-breath, right leg high, spread your toes. Exhale, knee to nose, scoop out your belly, get small, round. Good. Inhale, re-extend, play with a hop if you want. Exhale, step your right foot back, low lunge. Inhale, left leg high, three-legged. Exhale, rock forward, chaturanga. You can make it your own, modify if you'd like. Inhale, lift your heart, shoulders down and back. Exhale, lift your hips, down dog. Take just a moment, check in, feel your body, slow down your breath. We'll move through that sequence one more time. This time I'm going to add a few little changes. So just like you always do, stay present, listen to my cues, take what works, leave the rest behind. One more big inhale into your down dog. Exhale, look forward, empty out first step or float. Breathe in, spinal extension, lengthen. Exhale, bow, empty all the way out. Root through your feet, lead with your heart, rise up, arms to the sky, inhale. And hands to heart, exhale. All right, last round, listen, inhale, take your arms up, grab your left wrist. Exhale, side body stretch to the right, hips go left, all the way to empty. Inhale through center, switch your grip. Other side up and over, exhale. Inhale, back to center. Now listen, chair, plane, or drinking bird. Bend your knees, swing your arms back, option to float to tiptoes. Heels on the ground, arcing Tadasana. Breathe in, rise up, open up, cactus your arms, lift your heart. Prayer hands at your third eye. Exhale, slow swan dive all the way down, forward fold. Beautiful. Breathe in, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Try to keep that exhale going as you lower. Inhale, heart lift, shoulders down and back, elbow tips point towards the back wall. Exhale, down dog. All right, inhale your right leg high. Now listen, exhale, right knee, left elbow. Get as close as you can. Use your obliques. Inhale, three-legged, take it back up. Right knee, right armpit. So aim high, maybe even add a little push-up, bend your elbows, don't let your butt drop. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to your nose, and then step through low lunge. Beautiful, nice Makai. Rise as you breathe in, crescent. Arms to the sky, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, turbo twist. Left arm forward, right arm back, bend your back knee, maybe gaze back. Inhale, warrior two, right arm forward, left arm back, open up. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over. Now listen, friends, you can hang out in your side angle or option for balancing half moon. So start to crawl your right hand forward. Maybe you're using a block, float your back foot off the ground. You've got about 3 breaths wherever you've chosen to go. Your back foot is lifted, make it strong and powerful. The bind is in your practice, you want to take it, you're welcome to. Soften your face, heart open, hips open, shoulders open. See if you can lift your back leg a tiny bit higher. Good job. We're going to land back in a warrior two stance. So slowly, intentionally bend your front knee. Step your left foot back, rise up to warrior two. Good job. All right, back to our flow. Arms to the sky, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Exhale, swan dive it down all the way. Crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky, navel to spine. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Fingertips on the ground. Exhale, walk your hands forward. Low lunge. All right, inhale, standing splits, left leg high. Exhale, left knee to your nose. So round your spine. It's like you're doing a little crunch. Curl in. Inhale, re-extend. Take a hop if you want. And exhale. Nice, Christine. Step your left foot back, low lunge. Listen, inhale, three-legged dog. Right leg to the sky. Now pause here. Open your right hip. Bend your right knee. So stack right hip on top of left. Stay here. Or option to flip your dog. Right foot comes down nice and easy behind you. Right arm reaches forward. Heart forward. Press your hips up. Breathe down into your belly. Yes, one more full round, those of you in the back bend. And come back, everybody. Regular down dog, just walk it out for a moment. Pedal out your heels. You can keep walking it out right here, or next inhale, rock forward, high plank, option to hover your left leg. Or excuse me, option to hover right leg, sorry. And then slowly lower chaturanga. Just make sure you get both legs hovering. Inhale, heart lifts. And exhale, hips lift, down dog. All right, inhale your left leg to the sky, three-legged. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. So use your obliques. Try to keep your hips level with shoulders, no lower. Inhale, three-legged, stretch it out. Left to left, so aim high, aim for your armpit. Exhale. And back up, breathe in. Knee to nose, curl in, and then step through low lunge. Good job. Rise up to crescent lunge. Heart lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, you got your turbo twist. Right arm forward, left arm back, bend your back knee. And inhale, warrior two. Left arm forward, right arm back, open it up. Settle in. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over. We're gonna pause here, hold here. So stay in side angle if you'd rather, otherwise balancing half moon. Reach your left fingertips forward, use a block if you want. Back foot floats up, back leg is strong. So if it feels like your back leg weighs 1,000,000 pounds, it doesn't weigh 1,000,000 pounds. So it means you're not engaging your muscles. Engage all the little muscles in your leg, even your right foot. If you wanna bind, go for it. 2 more breaths. Your pose, your expression, heart open, hips open, shoulders open. Nice work. End of your next exhale, slowly see if you can arrive back in a warrior two. So bend your front knee, step your back foot back. Nice, good, you guys. All right, let's get back to our flow. Next inhale, arms to the sky, straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Slow swan dive takes you all the way down, wide-legged fold. All the way to empty. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, crawl your hands forward, rotate toes forward. Standing splits as you breathe in. Float your right leg super high. Exhale, right knee to your nose. Round your spine, bend both knees, curl in. Inhale, re-extend your right leg. You can take a hop if you want. Exhale, step back, low lunge. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg high. Open up your left hip this time. So bend your knee, peel your left hip open. Great place to stay, or option to flip. Left foot comes down, left arm forward, heart forward. Try to get any flexion, any bend out of the front of your hips. So press your hips towards the sky. Breathe down into your belly. One more huge round of breath if you're in the back bend. Good job. And then let's come back. Regular down dog, my friends. Everybody walk it out. Keep walking it out for as long as you like. Or inhale, rock forward, high plank, option to hover left. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, heart lifts. And then you choose down dog, child's pose, or hero's pose. So just take a moment for yourself. Take a moment to feel, to notice. So I always like to notice how much energy I've stirred up just by moving and breathing intentionally, like 60 minutes. It's amazing how much can shift. So if you can slow down your breath if it's sped up. Open mouth exhales are welcome. Take about 3 more rounds. And as you're ready, friends, we'll meet up in downward facing dog. All righty. Ujjayi Breath. Hips high, spine long, push the ground away. One more great big inhale. Exhale, look to the top of your yoga mat, step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold. Once you have arrived, spinal extension, breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet, rise all the way to stand, arms to the sky, inhale. And then listen, exhale, just bring your hands to your hips. So hands to hips, right foot stays where it's at, step your left foot back a foot or so, setting up for pyramid. So I like my feet on 2 train tracks, all 10 toes face forward. Traditionally, it's feet on a balance beam with a little angle in your back foot. For me, it's hard to get my hips square like that. So choose what feels best for you. Right hip pulls back, left hip pulls forward. And then we'll take our arms to the sky. So when you're ready, arms reach up. And as you reach your arms up, keep pulling right hip back, left hip forward. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, we'll twist left arm forward, right arm back. So keep pulling right hip back, left hip forward, squeeze through your inner thighs, and then twist from your center. So breathe down to your belly and use your exhale to work your twist. Maybe gaze back over your right fingertips. Take one more round. Try to keep your legs the same. End of your exhale, unwind your upper body, arms to the sky. Inhale. And then as you exhale, swan dive down. Pull your right hip back as you take your heart forward. And then eventually forehead towards your shin, nose towards your knee, navel towards your spine. Keep lifting your right butt cheek up, 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 up. Keep pressing the top of your right thigh, back, 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 back. Each time you exhale, find your navel to spine connection. Maybe dive deeper, maybe fold further. Awesome job, friends. Take 2 more rounds of breath. Yeah. Good. All right. End of your next exhale. Listen carefully. You're just going to bend your front knee and step your left foot all the way to the back of your mat. So you're in a low lunge again. And then from our low lunge, we're going to move into a variation of revolved triangle. So first, start with your revolved lunge, right arm to the sky. So find that twist there. And then you might need to scoot your left hand back just a little bit. And you can use a block if you want. See if you can start to work your right leg towards straight. So lift your right butt cheek up. Press the top of your right thigh back. Keep squeezing your inner thighs. Keep twisting from your center if possible. Stay balanced on the ball of your back foot. So legs are strong. Yes. Right butt cheek lifts higher. Right leg straightens more. Breathe. Take one more huge round of breath. Good job, friends. Very end of your exhale, you can bend your front knee again. Unwind, low lunge. Step your front foot back, plank pose. Right hand is your foundation, Vashisthasana. So roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot, left arm to the sky. If you want to modify, right knee can come down. Absolutely fine, no big deal. If your bottom knee is not on the ground, lift your hips super high. So try to use your right side obliques. Maybe take your left arm forward towards me. Lengthen your left side. Maybe float your left leg up. So your fullest expression right here, right now. One more huge breath. Yes. Nice, Eileen. End of your exhale, plank or modified. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Slow motion all the way to your belly. Start with just a baby cobra. So you use your back strength to lift rather than your arm strength. And then try to keep your heart lifted. Float your hands up, reach your hands back. Try not to lift your feet. So keep pressing down through your shoelaces, keep pressing down through your pelvis. It's harder because you're just using your back strength rather than your butt. So feel the strength in your back body. Hug your back muscles around your spine. See if you can bend your elbows. Imagine your elbows are magnetized. Squeeze them closer. Take one more inhale to go higher. Yes. Exhale, let it go. Nice work. You can rest your head to either side. Maybe shimmy your hips or windshield wiper your shins for just a moment. And then tabletop position, hands and knees. We'll take thread the needle. Option if you would like to gate your left leg out to the left. So extend your left leg to the left with your toes facing forward if you want. Right arm out to the right. And then all the way up to the sky. Big inhale here. Exhale, thread your right arm through. So reach as far as you can, then come down to rest. Outside of your shoulder, outside of your head. Take it wherever you would like. So it is possible for you to wrap your peace fingers around your left big toe. Maybe you find the bind there. Maybe you want to wrap your left arm behind your back. Maybe you just want to use your left fingertips against the ground to push the ground away, kind of leveraging your twist. Lots of options. Breathe into your back body. With each exhale, all the way to empty, navel to spine. Take about 2 or 3 more. Nice work. If you happen to have your left hand lifted, bring your left palm back to the ground. Next time you inhale, unthread your right arm. Reach it all the way up one more time as high as you can. And then exhale, right hand comes down. Pick up your left foot. So if you have your left knee on the ground, just pick up your left leg. And then take your left toes off the right side of your yoga mat. Pull your hips over to the left. And then gaze back over your right shoulder. I like to bend my right elbow, almost coming down to my right forearm. So you can try, bend one or both elbows, round a little, arch a little, take one more big breath. Feel into your body. End of your exhale, hands and knees, downward facing dog. Just walk it out. If you want to move through a regular vinyasa, just kind of resetting your own body in your own way, fine with me. Otherwise, down dog, walk it out, reconnect to your breath. Nice job, everybody. One more inhale into your down dog. Exhale, gaze forward, empty out, step or hop, top of your mat. Halfway lift once you've arrived, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen out, breathe in. Exhale, fold and bow. Root to rise. So root through your feet, lead with your heart, rise up. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale, hands to hips again. So hands to your hips. This time left foot's gonna stay where it's at and right foot will step back a foot or so. So it depends how long your legs are. You want both feet flat on the ground. And then I, again, like my feet on 2 train tracks rather than a balance beam. Traditionally, feet are on a balance beam, but that really messes with my back leg. So I like it like this. All right, arms to the sky when you're ready. Pull left hip back, right hip forward. So if it feels like your left hip is in front of your right hip, no bueno. Pull left hip back, square off your hips. Yes, one more big inhale. And then as you exhale, we'll twist towards the windows. Right arm forward, left arm back. So even more, squeeze with your inner thighs. Pull left hip back, right hip forward. So you're using that to help you twist. And then use your core. Maybe twist a little further than you thought you could. Maybe gaze back over your left fingertips. One more round. Keep your legs the same. Unwind your upper body. Inhale, arms to the sky as you unwind. And then swan dive down. So exhale, heart leads. Left butt cheek pulls back. All the way down. Relax your neck at the bottom so you can let your head be heavy. Let your neck relax. So bend. Yeah, bend your knee. Yeah. And then just work on pressing up. Yeah, that's it. Good job. Is that okay? And then big breath. So rather than just hanging out here and feeling like, oh, this is so uncomfortable, hang out here and see if you can breathe. See if you can use your breath to soften. Use your breath to take you just a little bit deeper. So you're not getting into this pose and then just resisting it the entire time. You're getting into this pose and then you're softening with each breath. Take 2 more. You guys are doing so good. Very end of your second exhale, transition into a low lunge. So your left foot's gonna stay at the top of your mat and your right foot just steps all the way back. All right, from your low lunge, we'll start with our revolved lunge. So right hand on the ground, left arm to the sky for your twist. Good, Sydney. And then you may need to move your right hand back. And if you're using a block, you can take it with you. Start to move into Revolved Triangle. So right hand might scoot back a little bit. Left butt cheek lifts up and back. It's like there's a rope pulling on your left butt cheek, pulling it up, pulling it back. Keep squeezing your inner thighs. Stay balanced on the ball of your back foot so your back foot is strong. Twist from your center. Yes, really good. Spine long. Take 1 more round. Use your exhale to twist, twist, twist. End of your exhale, bend your front knee, unwind, low lunge. Step your front foot back, plank. Side plank, left hand is your base now. Right arm to the sky. Feel free to bring your left knee down if you want to modify. If your left knee is not down, then hips are lifting super high. Good, Karen. Maybe right arm forward to lengthen your right side. Maybe right leg floats up. Your fullest expression. Awesome, Luke. Nice, Chris. Take 1 more round. Very good. End of your exhale, plank or modified. So take 1 moment to prepare. Inhale, push the ground away. Exhale, slow motion all the way to your belly. Start with baby cobra again. So use just your back strength to lift your heart. And then again, we'll float our hands up, reach our hands back. This time, go ahead and float your feet up as well. Reach your toes back. Try not to let your feet come apart, but hug in with your inner thighs. You can stay here, locust pose, or if you want, here's some options. Interlace your fingers or bend your knees, grab hold of your ankles or the tops of your feet for your full floor bow. So wherever you choose to go, your last big belly back bend, breathe into it. Give it everything you've got. Back muscles strong, back of your neck long. 1 more round. See if you can naturally float just a little higher as you inhale. And then very end of your exhale, release. Rest your head to either side. Take just a moment, maybe shimmy your hips or windshield wiper your shins. Tabletop, hands and knees. All right, this time, if you would like, option to extend your right leg out to the right with your toes facing directly forward. Everybody on an in-breath, left arm out to the left, and then if you can, all the way up, open up. Exhale, thread your left arm through. So reach, 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 then come down to rest. Outside of your shoulder, outside of your head. So you should be resting gently on your shoulder and your head. Use your core to lift some weight up out of your shoulder. And anywhere you want to go with your right arm, any exploration you want to take on this side, just make sure your breath stays with you. Notice, feel, and observe. So rather than going somewhere else, stay here, stay on your mat. Notice your body. Take a couple more. If your thoughts are incessant, if they will not stop, that's okay. Just let them go. Let go of controlling them. Let go of wandering off with them, getting involved. Just let your mind do what it does and you observe. If you've got your right hand lifted, slowly begin to return your right palm to the ground. And then everyone, with your next inhalation, unthread your left arm. Reach it all the way up 1 more time, as high as you can. And left hand comes down as you exhale. Right leg all the way over, so your right tip toes come off the left side of your mat. And then pull your hips over to the right as you gaze back over your left shoulder. So you might bend 1 or both elbows a lot. You might round, you might arch a little. See if you can find your own little sweet spot. Take 1 more big breath. Come back to center, hands and knees. And then take it back, downward facing dog. Walk it out for a moment. If you want to move through a regular vinyasa, feel free. All right, inhale, right leg to the sky. Pigeon pose, exhale, right shin to the top of your mat. Gently bring your body down. So if you know that this pose works better for you on your back or in a seat, please feel free to take it there instead. If you're taking regular pigeon, make sure your right knee is wider than your hip. So if you've got your knee in line with your hip, you're not getting any external rotation. We want our knee wide and then pull your right hip back, left hip forward. So if you look at me right now, this is me sinking into my pigeon pose, sinking into my joints. If I'm not sinking, I'm pulling this hip back as I take my heart forward. So you shouldn't have your right butt cheek on the ground. Even if you have really open hips, then your practice in pigeon is more stability rather than flexibility. And then focus in. So feel whatever there is to feel. Notice whatever there is to notice in your body. And if it's uncomfortable, let it be uncomfortable. See if you can just sit with that, breathe into that. You can let go of the need to control or fix and just allow what is. About 5 to 7 more. You can exhale out your mouth at any time. If you can find a softening through your face, your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyelids. And I say this all the time, but I love exploring this in my own personal practice. What would it feel like if you could soften through your heart space? Can you embody that feeling? Last couple of breaths. As you feel complete here, slowly begin a transition back to either three-legged dog, but eventually everybody, regular down dog. So if you want to take it back to three-legged, maybe give your right leg a little shake out, maybe open your hip up, even flip your dog again if that would feel good to you. Maybe you didn't flip it the first time, you want to flip it now. So any movement to kind of neutralize, if you want to move through a vinyasa before we take the other side, now would be your time. So give yourself a few rounds. If you're on your back and you want to wait for us there, that's fine. Just take any neutralizing movements on your back. And then if you are back in your down dog, waiting, whenever you're ready, just move into your pigeon on the left. You're taking it on your back, left ankle on top of your right thigh. Nice, easy. So set yourself up with just as much intention as you did on the other side. Try not to sink into your joints and exploit the flexibility of your joints. So a lot of us have hypermobile joints. We don't want to work that. There's nothing really to work there. We're just plopping into it if we use that flexibility. So try to keep your joints stable. Plug the femur bones into the hip sockets and then soften the muscles around the joints. My personal opinion, I think that's the difference of a sustainable yoga practice and a yoga practice that lasts like 10 years and then you're like, oh, my body hurts everywhere. If you're dumping into your joints all the time, that is not doing anything good for your body. So those people that are really, really flexible and they come to yoga and they just get into the deepest version of every single pose, not necessarily a good thing. We want that balance, stability with flexibility, strength with softness. You can find a balance even in your pigeon. Take about 5 more rounds. Notice what comes, notice what goes, and just let it. When you feel pretty even on both sides, just start that slow, mindful transition back to one final down dog. So maybe it's a 3-legged dog first. Eventually, regular down dog, just walk it out. If you want to take one last vinyasa, please feel free. So give yourself just a moment in your last down dog to feel into all that space, all that length you have created throughout our practice. Just breathe into it, stretch into it. Maybe you lift your hips even higher. Maybe you press your heels just a tiny bit closer to the ground without rounding your spine. Take one more huge breath into your down dog. End of your exhale, set your knees down gently. Find your way into a supine position. So laying down on your back, whichever direction you would like to face. I do not care. Once you're on your back, hug your knees in gently. And find a little rock from side to side. So give your low back a nice little massage against the ground. Keep your right knee drawn in and extend your left leg forward. Just set it down. Supine spinal twist. Reach your right arm out to the right. Scoot your hips over to the right just a little bit and then roll onto your left side. If you don't like this variation, you want to take a different one, fine with me. Gaze up or over your right shoulder. Is that right? Yeah. Gaze up or over your right shoulder. Shoulders are square towards the sky. And as you lay in your twist, just let your body melt into your twist more and more with each exhale. And then after about 5 rounds on this side, come back to center and just take any little movements. So maybe a full body stretch, maybe give your right knee a big squeeze up towards your right armpit, maybe give both knees a big squeeze. And then when you're ready to switch to the other side, no hurry. Shoulders square towards the sky, heart open. Send your breath all the way down into your belly. Exhale all the way to empty every time. And I'm just going to leave it up to you. So no rush at all, but when you do feel pretty much even on both sides, come back to center and take any finishing poses of your choice. So maybe a happy baby, maybe one last hip opener, Baddha Konasana or Supta Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees apart. Maybe one last inversion or heart opener if it's calling to you. And then no rush at all, but eventually just start your transition into your final relaxation. So my thought for you, my friends, as you move into your Shavasana, this is just a really short little writing by John O'Donohue. It says, I would love to live like a river flows, carried by the surprise of its own unfolding. I would love to live like a river flows, carried by the surprise of its own unfolding. For these last few moments, just let your breath go. Just let it become effortless. Let go of needing to be anyone for anybody. Let go of needing to show up anywhere but here. And allow yourself to just be here fully, to be in your body. You don't need to know what comes next. Just rest. And soak in all the efforts, all the energy from your practice today. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And just slowly begin bringing gentle movement back into your physical body. As you feel ready, ease your way onto either side. And just nurturing fetal position. So give yourself a moment. Just curling in, letting the ground hold you just a little bit longer. I like to imagine for myself as I rest on my side body, I just imagine all the energy of my practice, all the efforts, just like stardust twinkling into all the little spaces inside of me. So in some way, shape, or form that makes sense for you, visualize or feel your practice just kind of absorbing into you, becoming a part of you. And then use the strength in your arms to guide yourself up into seated meditation. So right back where we began. Sit up nice and tall. Eyes closed. Hands gathered at your heart center. And just bow your head to your heart and acknowledge yourself for showing up today, rolling out your mat, doing your practice, taking time to connect with a deeper part of you. Thank you so, so much for letting me guide you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. All right, friends, good job. Thank you so much for coming. If you have any questions, always you can ask. And yeah, see you next time. I'm doing a closeout sale on my Mexico retreat. It's closeout. It's $750 for triple occupancy or $950 for double occupancy. It's like way cheaper than what I originally had, but nobody's signing up. I have all my other retreats filling up in Mexico for some reason. Huh? No, I've done Tulum. When? August, first week of August. It's August 3rd to 8th. I feel like Tulum has gone, I loved it. Okay. Well, I loved it, and I did a retreat there about 5 years ago, but I feel like it's blowing up, like it's turning into like Ibiza, like it's just like party vibes now, and like Instagram, yeah, like people line up to take a picture in front of like this thing. I'm just like, it's just blowing up. Yeah, I'm like, it's a bummer. Writing poems to themselves about themselves. I mean, I think. Bye, Mom. Love you. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a double-edged sword. It's like.